Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft Let's Play. And if you can't tell, I have been doing some bone farming. So what I was doing in between episodes is I was over here at the skeleton spawner that we made in the second episode. And I used some of the diamonds that we'd left in the cave after getting this pickaxe, which I also showed off. It is, of course, Fortune 3. I used that to fortune up some diamond ore, turn those into diamonds, obviously, and turn it into some armor. So now we have a very good diamond helmet. The golden chest plate, which I enchanted, is I do have a diamond one that also has protection 4, but I am not using that for now because going in the nether and the piglins don't like me when I'm not wearing gold, so that's why I've got that on for now. I also have some diamond leggings and some diamond boots. I also have pretty good enchantments on the axes. Could do some silk touch, don't have that yet, obviously. A very good sword and a very good bow. This bow also has flames, so I might combine them very shortly. But aside from that, yeah, I've just been spending not a lot of time crouched here, pretty much hitting the skeletons every now and then when they start to entity cram. But overall, it's been pretty productive. This area's also had a nice little spice up, and I got the enchanted table, all the bookshelves in, got the grindstone, got the anvil, and all of that. But this is not going to be the focus of this episode, because obviously I have spent far too much time here for it to be relevant. So in this episode, we are going to be working on actually building up a house, starting to build up some farms, and starting to get all that good stuff ready, because it is going to be amazing. I'm very excited to get on with it, and without further ado, I think I'll head up to the surface and begin on the start of a proper starter house. Now, some of the work on actually beginning the start of this house has already been done. As you can tell here, my sugarcane farm is no more, as is my chicken coop, which, to be honest, I didn't use that much. I have a lot of eggs now that I might use later, but for now, it's gone. And I've started laying out some pillars, if you can see them. There's one up there, there's one over there, there's a few around here, and these are where the base of the starter house is going to go. Now, if this looks a little big for a starter house, don't worry. It's not really starter as much as it is, but it is more of a intermediate base while I'm moving along. It's going to have plenty of space for all the things I'm going to need and a lot of storage. I don't know about farms, probably not many in here, but this is where it's going to go. Now, in order to do that, I need to do a bunch of clearing, especially over here where my nether portal is, where this little mound here needs to be cleared down to get to the surface. But anyway, I'll probably get on with that. Unfortunately, no replay mod in the latest version of the game yet, so I'll probably have to do that off camera. Well, made the first start with clearing most of that grass away. But before I go and clear all the stone out, I'm thinking of going on a little adventure to go find a village, because in order for me to harvest all that stone, I kind of want to use stone itself in the walls of this place, and I think not having to use a furnace for all of that is going to be quite advantageous. So I either A, go down to my spawner and get some silk touch there, or we go look for villagers, which will be very useful long term. So I think I'm going to go with that option. I'm going to grab my boat. I'm going to deposit any of this dirt that I have stockpiled through excavating that area, plus all the lovely flowers I now have. And I think we're going to head off. I'm going to take the coordinates of here so I don't forget where they are. And I'm going to head off on a little adventure. And before I do that, I'm going to craft myself a flint and steel, because apparently I have a habit of losing those. Oh, there's one in my inventory already. Never mind. Well, would you believe it? I have found a mushroom island. There's also a couple ocean monuments out there. I've travelled about 3,000 blocks maybe. Still haven't found a single village. Hopefully we find one soon. But I'm going to explore this because it doesn't look all that big. Probably like only a few blocks in size. But this is really good to have in case I want to maybe build anything here in the future. You know, that. Just thinking of future ideas that I might want to do. Oh, there's another ocean monument over there, yeah. So, yeah, I found this. I'll probably keep adventuring till about 5,000 blocks that way. And then I'll probably stop because, unfortunately, I don't want to go too far and end up going 10,000 blocks for a village when I know that there'll probably be one a lot closer if I wasn't traveling over water. But yeah, this was a really cool find to find. I was not expecting this. For those of you also wondering why I don't just use something like chunk base to find a village, I kind of wanted just to explore rather than just, you know, say, okay, I want to find a village, let's just find the nearest village on the map. I figured that actually using, you know, exploring is probably a better way of doing it, because then I actually get to see more of the world. I actually really like some of the new generation. I like how the world looks, so exploring is actually really nice and a bit of a refresher. Alright, we have found a village at long last, a very mere 4,000 blocks away from home. I'll be very honest, I probably won't end up settling down with this village, especially not if it doesn't have a librarian, which looks like it doesn't. It does have a leather worker, which could be useful, but yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much here. I mean, I can trade with this guy, which was the entire point of me bringing some of that food, and yep, now I have an achievement for what a deal. I have some emeralds now, but for the most part, I think I'll just leave this village. Alright, so unfortunately none of the villagers wanted to take up the librarian profession, so I'm going to leave this village. In fairness, it's not a particularly great village. It doesn't have many villagers. It's kind of on its own, but if I can't find another village, I will take the coordinates of this one, just so that I know where it is in the future in case I need a village to experiment on. But for now, I think we're going to head kind of like northwards. We're kind of going to do an arc towards my base. And then we'll start heading towards the west to find more villages. And hopefully ones that do have librarians that will become Silk Touch villages, because I'd really like Silk Touch. This also kind of like fills out my map, so I have more places to go and there's more like loaded chunks. So whenever I'm going anywhere on like a exploration or something, my map isn't always lagging all the time, which is kind of a pain. So, you know, there's kind of benefits to doing this. And I guess I'll see you guys when I find the next interesting thing or a village. Now, I found this very shortly after the previous clip, and I think I'm going to get some of this bamboo, because I would really like some for my base. And, you know, scaffolding is quite important. Having a good supply of bamboo is also quite nice for farms and so on. And when the crafter comes in, I can make all sorts of wood blocks and probably also a lot of fuel soonish. So I'll grab a lot of this. Well, okay, I'll have to leave that, but yeah, I've grabbed that, and I guess time to go continue making my way home, because I've still got about 1,000 or so blocks to go, and I think I'm going to start heading in this direction because I'm quite far north of where I need to be. And there's another shipwreck. Okay. As I walk over this landmass towards this area here, which is where my base is, I didn't find anything of use. I found maybe, I thought it was another buried treasure map, but it sadly was not another buried treasure map and was just a normal map. So there wasn't really anything of any great use on that journey, aside from that village, which you might have to go back to eventually. But I think this time around, instead of scouting to the, where did I go? I went to the east. I think I'm going to head to the west, go another 4,000 blocks, and if I still can't find anything, I'll head to the south. And I'll basically rinse and repeat until I actually find the village and explore most of the world that I'll probably actually use, which maybe isn't the best of ideas, but to be honest, I just want to find a village the normal way. I don't want to give up and use chunk base straight away, so, you know, there's always things that you can do. So I suppose I shall head on the way back to my base, which is only over this mountain, I believe. Not this one, but the one after this. And yeah, we should be right there. Yep, those two massive tiger trees over there in the distance mark where I've been growing things, and I'm about to fall into some powdered snow. And back home, sweet home. I think before I go out on the next adventure, I'm going to throw all of my supplies and all my trading goods back into the chest before I go again, because one of the things I was struggling with is inventory space, and I really don't want to have to bother with clearing out my inventory and deciding what I am and aren't going to bring on each journey, rather than, you know, just wasting a bunch of time going back and forth. So I'm just going to throw everything into these chests that I know I'm not going to bring, like these brewing stands, or I might take the lectern just in case. I'll keep books on me, I'll keep emeralds on me, I'll throw that diamond away this heart of the sea, but I will keep the flint and steel and the obsidian. because I might want those when I'm building a tunnel back. So now, after that adventure, I might also want the boat. Ignore me. After that, we are going to head out that way, over into the sunset towards the west, and see if we can find anything that way. And if that fails, we'll go to the south. And if all else fails, we'll go to the north. And if that fails, I think I'll probably have to pull up junk base anyway. Okay, here we are. A lot faster than last time. That is a village over there. Both of them are plains villages. That's not too bad. I think that, yeah, this one's about 3,000 blocks closer, so I'll probably take this one over the former one if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, no, this is really good. So I suppose the first thing I'll do when I get there is A, light up all the spots, B, make sure none of the villages are in little holes that are blocking all the land, and then I guess I'll try to get a Silk Touch villager, which it looks like they might already have one. And then we can, yeah, get some more villagers. And this is a massive cave? Oh my god. Okay, that's really cool. Anyway, village and getting villagers. This, no, okay. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to get myself my very own villager. You, over here. A villager has walked over to this lectern. I'm going to keep mining it until he takes up a trade. And if he's going to go in there, might as well block him in. So for now, I will be spending a lot of time making this villager become a librarian. I'll do that by removing that distraction. Okay. No. 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 Quite good, don't want it. It'd be really nice of you, villager, to give me what I want. Loyalty 3. No. Loyalty 3 for 12 emeralds, that's really good. Still no. Mending for 38 emeralds. Still no. Mending again. Sweeping edge 3, that's pretty good, but no. Thorns, no. Oh, there we are, Silk Touch. And I didn't bring any paper. Okay, I'm gonna have to go quickly trade with some other villagers. Okay, there's no way for him to escape. So I've got to be quick about this before his trades reset, which shouldn't be too long. But I've got to find another villager somewhere that has a selling trade. This is a... what's in this house? I don't know. Toolsmith and this guy. Any other villagers? Any other ones? There is this guy here. Who does not have a trade. Well, okay. I'm going to be really quick. I'm going to head to the nether. Hopefully this links back up pretty quickly. We'll break this window. Sorry, whoever lives here. I'm going to bar it off as well. At least when I'm on the inside. I'm making an absolute fool of myself. And I'm going to light it, and hopefully this goes to the right place. I'll take coordinates, and oh dear. This might be the right place, but I'm going back through. I'm going to need a lot of blocks to do that, and I don't think I have nearly as many as I'd like. So I'm going to quickly get some blocks and, well, hopefully I survive that very long trek. I have now desecrated this beautiful hillside, and now I'm going to go back into the nether to get what is rightfully mine. Okay, first things first, dirt protection. It's not a pretty portal. I don't want it to be a pretty portal. I want to get back to where I was. I'm going to have to use the free cam here to figure out which way my base is. I'm pretty sure it is not this way. It is this way. Yeah, this looks familiar. Ah, here we are. Okay. So, in order to link this up, I'm going to have to pillar out this way, across this biome here, and then I'll reach there. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. I just got to figure out it's this way, right? No, it is the other way. So, let's The terrifying block placing commence. I'm back in the village with some wood, and hopefully this villager has not reset his trades. It would be really unfortunate if he didn't. And he has not. Yes, okay, I can trade some paper with him, get a book, and now I have Silk Touch. Finally, a Silk Touch book. I'm going to be using this probably, maybe on a pickaxe, probably on an axe as well. I can finally start moving beehives and everything. Oh my god. This is really, really good. I'm going to trade a bit more paper with this guy, and I'll probably come back to get him later. So yeah. Anyway, enough being really happy about that. Let's go and, well, start doing some clearing out and actually start, you know, moving all that stone I was going to move. Yeah, this is really good. Okay. Anyway, back through my lovely nether death tunnel. All of that stone is now gone, and would you look at that? That looks so much better than it did before. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start planning out how many levels I'd like for this house. I'm thinking maybe 2 stories and then the roof, just so that it's, as you can see here, it's kind of not quite elevated above the ground as much as I'd like. So moving it up so that it's a few blocks higher would probably be quite nice. Unfortunately, adding 2 floors does mean I have to do interior design, but of course, I can probably do that. I'm confident enough in my abilities to do so. So yeah, I will probably have to start building up the rest of this house and actually using all this stone I got to build up the walls and start on the base, I guess. I did decide to go with a diamond pickaxe with Silk Touch rather than putting it on my axe, because I figured, well, I'm going to be mining beehives. That's not as consequential with a pickaxe. It's, you know, it's fine. I can also use it on glass and, of course, on stone, which you can't mine with an axe, unfortunately. Well, I figured I'd start off with the part of the house that we're going to see the least. So all of this wall here has been built. I figured maybe 5 blocks is about enough. I might lower it a bit. It does seem a little high, especially for a basement area. But for now, I quite like it. And yeah, just so you know, all lighted along here. I also have my lovely little light level thing on there, which I've now turned off. So now I think I'm going to start considering, how do I want to enter this house? Because obviously having this is all very well and good, but if I'm only using it and not actually entering the house from anywhere, then what's really the point? Because this is like a base for it. This is what you put before the rest of the house is there. So I don't know if I'm going to have an interior in here or if I'm just going to have some stairs. If I want to make it so that maybe the door's like there or over there and it's all raised. You know, all of these things are things that I might consider in due time when I come around to getting it. But for now, I think I'm just going to continue and crack on with building the walls out right up to my house here. And then I'll probably have to tear down half of it, unfortunately, to make space for everything. So yeah, I think I'm just going to crack on with that without further ado. So a fair bit of work later, and for the most part, the build is somewhat complete. I mean, most of the walls are done. I still need to tear out the house. I'm trying to save that to the very last minute before I do anything so that I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, for the most part, the base area is done, and I have started designing the upper floors, which I think are going to look quite nice. I need to get on with those quickly because I don't have very long to edit and make the video. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to stack some chests up in this corner here, just temporary, because I don't have any more chest space in my house, so I need somewhere to store them for now. And then I need to get some more stone so I can finish off the floor and then start, or just finish up building the house, I suppose. So I'm going to craft up some chests using the spruce logs that I've been slowly farming. And I guess I'll do that then. So now I think I've pretty much done everything. This is all of the floor done, all of the walls done, for the most part anyway. I might have to edit this back wall because as I realized when I was finishing up, I never actually thought about this at any other point, but my mine shaft is still here. And I kind of want to use it, not just like cover it up and not use it and just ignore ever getting diamonds ever again. I would like to, get some emeralds and redstone and so on from it. So I was thinking I probably want to build some kind of like roofed extension over here just to tie that into the rest of the build. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not a particularly big fan of it. Ideally, I would have been able to incorporate that into the whole build itself, but I kind of just picked random locations to put my pillars, so that's kind of on me for that. But yeah, so I suppose I'll probably be knocking out this back wall into the mine shaft, but then I should be done with the base of the house for now. And I've also got to move all of the storage here into over there and start moving my own nether portal and start figuring out everything that's actually going to be going around on this floor. I think this is probably going to be like my working floor where I do all of my crafting and some like small farms and stuff, because there's plenty of space here. I can fit a lot. But yeah, so that's the function of this area, and I suppose I should probably get on with building up a little extra area for our mine shaft. So that is the base of this area done, and I'm quite happy with it. I think there's some areas I could definitely improve here. I probably need to get rid of these chests. I still haven't quite emptied everything at all into my storage system. I've got 6 rows of chests set up. There's a few that are empty from resources I don't actually have yet, so that's something to fix in the near future. But I think that's just about as much time as I actually have for today. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all of the building done today, and that's kind of sad. But I'm quite happy with the progress we've made, and next episode we will definitely be finishing off this area. But anyway, guys, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button. And if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. We got our first one yesterday, so that was really cool. It was actually a few days ago, but that was really cool. So anyway, guys, that's all from me, Paperzlel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.